Right now at 5, day 2 of the trial for a La Crosse man accused of killing his wife. Prosecutors making their case.
And a major manure spill in Trempealeau County, the impact it's having on the surrounding farms.
You're watching WKBT La Crosse. This is News 8 Now at 5.
Good evening and thank you for joining us for News 8 Now at 5. I'm Emily Brown.
And I'm Ken Kozorowski at day 2 of the Zachary Fritz trial.
He's accused of fatally stabbing his wife in 2024. News 8 Now's Grace Monk is live. Grace, who took the stand today?
Fritz took the stand again today, and this time the prosecution asked him questions. They argue that his actions were a result of alcohol use and not bipolar disorder. Attorneys pointed to a period where he experienced stability without medication or alcohol. But Fritz doubled down, letting attorneys know that that's not the case.
When law enforcement is contacted or you're taken to the hospital or placed under arrest, those incidents involve your drinking, right?
Self-medicating.
They involve you drinking.
Self-medicating with alcohol.
The defense called a forensic psychologist to the stand. She says Fritz was showing signs of mania prior to and after his arrest. Also on the stand today, a deputy and investigator that responded to the scene. They were asked questions about the state Fritz was in the night his wife died. Reporting in La Crosse, Grace Monk, News 8 Now.
Thank you, Grace. The DNR is monitoring a manure spill in Trempealeau County.
News 8 Now's Jadius McGee is in the newsroom tonight with that story. Jadius.
Yeah, right now neighbors say they're worried about the impact on their animals and farms. The Wisconsin DNR says a spill was discovered last week near Oak Ridge Drive in the town of Gale. Runoff from the manure spread, reaching nearby streams connected to Beaver Creek, contaminating the water. The DNR says it's working with local partners while they monitor the impact.
DNR staff are working with Trempealeau County staff and Yuba Extension staff to help support any impacted farmers downstream to understand what their options might be for their animals accessing clean water.
The DNR reminds farmers to avoid spreading manure during high-risk runoff periods. Coming up tonight at 6, we'll hear from farmers who are impacted by the situation. Live in the newsroom, Jadius McGee, News 8 Now.
Thank you, Jadius. McIntosh Memorial Library is helping Viroqua residents find employment. Today, they're cutting the ribbon on their Job Pod. It's a space offering reliable access to job search resources. It includes access to virtual employment specialists, as well as resume, cover letter, and interview guidance.
City of Viroqua does not have a designated job center, and Vernon County doesn't have a job center either. So being able to have this facility in a central location of Viroqua, Wisconsin definitely fills a void.
The Job Pod is part of a state program through the Department of Workforce Development.
Northwoods International School taking part in the 20th Jumpstart Read for the Record. The annual campaign is the world's largest shared reading experience. Millions of people unite to read the same book on the same day to promote the importance of kids reading. This year's featured book, See Marcus Grow by Marcus Bridgewater.
We've turned it into active participation because not everybody likes to just sit and read a book. So by getting them out, getting them moving, getting them some fresh air, they're still participating, reading a story in a fun, active way.
Over 30 million kids have participated in Read for the Record.
Well, a pleasant day around the region.
Yeah.
Temperatures in the upper 30s. Some might have seen a few 40s out there, Greg, and that warm-up trend is continuing.
It's going to continue here for one more day we got out there. So, yeah, we're going to have 40s near 50 potentially tomorrow. But today, you probably can see where the snowpack is just by looking at the high temperatures, because where the snow was there, they were in the 30s. Otherwise, 40s. You can see that going all the way down to Iowa. Then, obviously, more snow is going to northeast Wisconsin. But you see Mankato out to the west, almost 50. That's a sign of what we're going to be seeing potentially for tomorrow for a lot of areas. But this evening, fairly mild still out there. We're only going to get back down to about 32. Not much wind, a few clouds out there, but pretty pleasant for going into the end of February, and similar for La Crosse, getting 37, getting down below freezing at 31 with a few clouds out there, but all in all, still light winds at this point too. Now currently mid-30s to low 40s depending on location with a light wind or a southwest wind, a few clouds out there. Otherwise, we look at the big picture there. Oops, kind of skipped over right there. Otherwise, we'll just skip that, but we're going to go spring-like for one day. But unfortunately, winter is roaring back for the weekend, too. So we'll explain the temperatures and show you who might get some snow here a bit later in the broadcast.
All right. Thank you, Greg. Well, happening around the state, Vice President J.D. Vance visiting Plover, Wisconsin. That's just south of Stevens Point. He spoke at a machine facility in Republican Derek Van Orden's congressional district. The congressman joining Vance promoting the Trump administration's accomplishments and economic agenda.
So if you are a citizen in this district and you see a big tax refund check come next month or the month after that, whenever you file your taxes, remember it was Derek Van Orden who made it happen, and it was congressional Democrats who tried to stop it.
Vance's visit comes ahead of what's expected to be another competitive midterm for the third CD.
A new Marquette Law School poll on the governor's race is out. Most voters don't know about the candidates. Francesca Hong leads among Democrats. Tom Tiffany leads among Republicans. The primaries are in August. Homeland Security says ICE agents won't be at polling places this November. In a statement, DHS says ICE doesn't plan to target polls. Not everyone buys the reassurance. Skeptics worry immigration agents will interfere with the midterm elections.
Governor Tim Walz is laying out his own plan to take on Medicaid fraud in Minnesota. The plan includes enhanced detection, oversight, and increased penalties for fraud. It would also establish an Office of Inspector General.
I've already told you we're taking accountability. We're seeing the fixes. The results are starting to show themselves. This package is needed.
Attorney General Keith Ellison also released a plan to take on fraud.
Hillary Clinton taking center stage today in the Jeffrey Epstein saga.
And Clinton answering questions under oath from the House Oversight Committee. CBS's Erica Brown is on Capitol Hill.
A motorcade carrying former Secretary of State Hillary Clinton arrived Thursday morning for her closed-door deposition in Chappaqua, New York, where lawmakers grilled her about convicted sex offender Jeffrey Epstein and his accomplice Ghislaine Maxwell.
No one's accusing at this moment the Clintons of any wrongdoing. They're going to have due process, but we have a lot of questions.
House Oversight Committee Chair James Comer laid out some of those questions.
How was he able to surround himself with some of the most powerful men in the world? Was he an asset for our government or any other government?
In the written opening statement she provided, Clinton said in part, quote, "I had no idea about their criminal activities. I do not recall ever encountering Mr. Epstein." She also accused the committee of trying to distract from President Trump's actions.
I hope that Chairman Comer and the Republicans will join us in demanding that the person who actually appears more times in the files than the former president, who we want to speak with, is President Donald Trump.
Former President Bill Clinton is expected to testify Friday, and Chairman Comer denied the Clintons' request to conduct the questioning in public, but said he may consider a public hearing at a later time. Comer also said the committee is looking into an NPR report that an Epstein survivor's allegations accusing Trump of sexual misconduct are missing from the Justice Department's document release.
We want to understand right now where the missing FBI files are.
Both President Trump and former President Clinton deny any criminal wrongdoing and have not been charged in connection with the late disgraced financier. Erica Brown, CBS News, Capitol Hill.
Coming up, FBI agents leave Nancy Guthrie's home, what it means for the case.
But first, the latest on Iran as the White House weighs possible military action.
Tomorrow on News 8 Now this morning, Little Green's big benefits. A local expert breaks it down on Foodie Friday, and Art has a milder Friday forecast before that big weekend chill. We'll see you at 5 a.m.
Menards 11% rebate is here. From lighting to lumber, from doors to floors. The bigger the project, the bigger the rebate. Pick up that paint. Start your new kitchen makeover and order that outdoor space of your dreams. Save big on every project you're tackling. Hurry into Menards now and get an 11% rebate on everything.
Save big money at Menards.
Everyone deserves to be connected. Big cities, small towns, everywhere in between. And staying connected shouldn't break the bank. That's why T-Mobile and US Cellular have joined forces. And now that we've combined networks, T-Mobile covers more places than ever before. America's best network just got bigger. Join now and your plan price is guaranteed for 5 years. T-Mobile and US Cellular, better together.
If you want selection, then that's what we've got at King Furniture. More sofas, more recliners, more mattresses, more of everything. You're gonna find whatever you want, and you're gonna find plenty of it. And it's all priced to go with 0% easy payment plans. And as always, trade in your old furniture for a discount on new. We'll even deliver and haul away for free. Just try that anywhere else. Come visit King Furniture today.
Still dealing with moderate to severe ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease symptoms despite treatment? Put them in check with Rinvoq. Rinvoq works differently, and it's a once daily pill.
When symptoms try to take control, I got rapid relief with Rinvoq. Check.
Rinvoq helped visibly repair my intestinal lining. Check.
I got lasting steroid-free remission with Rinvoq. Check.
Rapid symptom relief, visible repair of the intestinal lining,
and lasting steroid-free remission. Check, check, and check.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin. Serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50+ with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events, infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant, or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
put UC and Crohn's in check, and keep them there with Rinvoq.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Rinvoq and learn how AbbVie can help you save.
Developing now, a high-stake round of negotiations between the U.S. and Iran. Special Envoy Steve Witkoff and President Trump's son-in-law sitting down with Oman's foreign minister today. They say significant progress was made and more discussion will come next week. Meanwhile, Secretary of State Marco Rubio says while talks are focused around nuclear programs now, they may extend to Iran's ballistic missile arsenal.
They possess these conventional weapons that are solely designed to attack America and attack Americans.
Tensions also rising between the U.S. and Cuba. Cuban officials say border troops shot and killed 4 Cuban nationals in a Florida speedboat after the boat's occupants fired first when asked for identification. The U.S. has yet to verify those claims and says the incident remains under investigation.
It's highly unusual to see shootouts in open sea like that. We're going to find out exactly what happened here, and then we'll respond accordingly.
Cuban officials also alleged the group had intentions to carry out terrorism and was armed with assault rifles and Molotov cocktails.
Breaking news tied to the Nancy Guthrie case. The FBI returning Guthrie's home to her family after a final sweep. The 84-year-old was last seen entering her home on January 31st. Police believe she was taken against her will. Savannah Guthrie has offered up to $1 million reward for information in the case.
In Chicago, memorial services are underway for the Reverend Jesse Jackson Jr.
It's happening at the headquarters for Operation Push, the civil rights organization Jackson founded. Jackson died last week at age 84 after battling a rare neurological disorder.
He taught us all something that we are all going to remember in a lifetime. Keep hope alive. Keep hope alive. And I am somebody.
There will also be events in D.C. and South Carolina. We will have more news ahead.
But first.
Yeah, get out and enjoy it because it's going to be a breezy spring-like Friday. Unfortunately, that's going to come to a crashing end for the weekend. We'll tell you what the temperatures look like for the weekend, along with who will see some snow. That all coming up on your first warm weather update after the break.
This President's Day, Home Furniture celebrates with savings. Get up to 10% off sale prices like this 5-piece sectional, now just $17.99. Plus get 3-year special financing during the President's Day sale. Going on now at Home Furniture.
To everyone who values tradition, what does tradition mean to you?
Our family's been doing fish fry here for years.
At Culver's, we make our fish fry the way tradition deserves.
Hand battered right here in the restaurant.
Right here.
Right here.
The food here never disappoints.
And the best part, we get to sit and enjoy the company. Hey.
Helping you spend time with your family, it's what we're all about.
From Wisconsin with love. Welcome to Delicious!
We're roasting 500,000 pounds of coffee a year, and we employ 85 people. But these tariffs are crushing us. And you're looking at $100,000 in tariffs right here. That's on top of all of our other supplies getting more expensive. We've had no choice but to raise prices. Congressman Derek Van Orden voted to support the tariffs, and he called them a success. It doesn't feel like success to me. All I see are higher prices. We need to tell Derek Van Orden, stop raising our costs.
Menards' 11% rebate is here. From lighting to lumber, from doors to floors. The bigger the project, the bigger the rebate. Pick up that paint. Start your new kitchen makeover and order that outdoor space of your dreams. Save big on every project you're tackling. Hurry into Menards now and get an 11% rebate on everything.
Save big money at Menards.
Yeah, I joke. My ears were her Valentine's gift a year ago. So something I had been thinking about, and so Valentine's Day was coming around, and I had spoke to Tom a couple times, but never made anything definite, and so I just kind of made the definite plan and made it happen, and glad I did. Wish I would have done it 20 years ago.
Yeah, he can actually participate in conversations now and not just shaking his head.
Better hearing is a better life.
During the President's Day sale at Home Sleep Express, get 10% off sale prices on Prana Sleep and Thomas Cole Sleep. This Aurora Queen is just $8.99. Plus, get 3-year special financing. The President's Day mattress sale going on now at Home Sleep Express.
Keeping you safe and ahead of the storm. The first Warren Weather Storm Runner. Only from News 8 Now. Expect more. You expect more, so thank you for watching News 8 Now.
4 Wisconsin Badgers are back home after taking home the gold in Milan.
Layla Edwards, Caroline Harvey, Ava McNaughton, and Kirsten Sims were all part of Team USA women's hockey. The players say the lessons they learned from UW coach Mark Johnson helped prepare them for the world stage.
We all talk about it, how calm he is on the bench, and he never makes us worried at all, even if we're down in games. Like, he's never freaking out or gets too high. Like, he's very even keel. You definitely take some of that consideration into obviously on a bigger stage like that, even though it's not him coaching.
He's one of the best coaches ever. Former Badger Hillary Knight, also a huge part of that team. In the gold medal game, she hit the game-tying goal off a redirect with just 2 minutes left in regulation. That, of course, set up the 2-1 overtime win against Canada.
Yeah, victorious win it was. And in theme with our winning weather forecast for tomorrow. I'll send it over to Greg for the details.
Yeah, if you definitely like spring-like, you're going to have a winning forecast for tomorrow. If you like winter, you're going to have that coming back this weekend. But overall, if you look at basically the max temperatures across the U.S., we've been still stuck in this pattern where it's generally warmer out to the west, the trough, and colder to the east, and we've been kind of stuck in between that. But overall, you look at the temperatures further to the south and to the west, you can see all the way up to the Dakotas. 50 degrees today, 63 in Denver. So we are getting a nice little push of that warmer, milder air up to the north. So that's what we're going to kind of see briefly before a cold front comes through tomorrow. And then we're going to get more to winter-like conditions too. So unfortunately, that's coming back, and you see it over here. Tomorrow we're going to see that push up, but then quickly the winds turn aloft back to the northwest. We pull in some of that Arctic air through the area. It then slides off to the east. It really sets hold over the weekend until about Monday when we start seeing some more changes. And I think next week it's going to be more milder, at least seasonable to start off, and then probably more mild as we go towards the end. Unfortunately, towards the middle of next week, it gets a little bit more unsettled as we get systems lifting to the north. You can see winds start turning to the south here, and we'll have a system at some point Wednesday, Thursday, and potentially Friday. And at this point, it looks like a lot more rain than actually snow with it, so we'll keep an eye on that one. But we will generally be above average at that point. For tomorrow, a lot of 50s, unless you're in the snow-packed area, northeast Iowa, just south of La Crosse, where you have over a foot on the ground. Likely going to remain in the 40s, just not enough to get out of the 50s here. Everyone else will probably see close to 50 unless you're further to the north too. The winds will pick up in the afternoon behind that cold front, and temperatures, really that's what you got for Saturday. And for the most part, it's not a lot of movement from the morning lows too, which will be in the upper teens to even single digits further to the north. But this is what we're looking like. So basically back to winter with the snow in the morning and south of I-92. It'll wrap up pretty quickly. And then Sunday, it'll be dry, plenty of sunshine out there too to start off with, and back to really cold conditions, about 10 degrees below average, light winds too. So all in all, not a bad Sunday if it was the middle of January, not really the first part of March now too. As we look at the snow event coming forward to, it's going to be a system diving southeast, and it's going to have a narrow little band that's going to really come right along the I-90 just west of here. You can see just diving southeastward. So by the time you wake up sunrise, areas in northeast Iowa going west into far southern Minnesota, we'll see that band come through with light snow. It'll then persist to about noon, at least the accumulating part of it, and then taper off in the afternoon. As of right now, not much to be expected, at least accumulation further north you go, but further south you go, we could see some slick spots northeast Iowa, maybe southwest Wisconsin, probably in the morning hours to noon hours till basically tapers off too. So that's what we're looking for Saturday. Sunday, not too much. If we look at the snow amounts, as I mentioned, generally 1 to 3, but there's going to be a narrow little band down there. You can see in that shaded area where you could get 3 to 4, maybe a little bit more, but very light isolated amounts. Generally 1 to 3. You go further north, not much of anything other than a few flurries too. So that's what we're looking for Saturday. Sunday into Monday, we got cloud cover coming back in, and the temperatures do respond next week to get close to average, which is around 40 as you get closer to Tuesday. And then it gets unsettled, and there's still a lot of question marks on how much rain we're going to get moving up, or there could be some wintry mix too, because temperatures will be hovering around freezing at night, but it does get unsettled, but generally mild as we go to the second half of next week.
Yeah, getting into March, a little mild.
So far, yeah, like I said, it's going to be back and forth as we get into March. You know, that can be quite a roller coaster ride there.
Oh, yes. Thank you, Greg. Well, coming up, gotta catch 'em all. The chance to celebrate 30 years of Pokemon.
Clear Choice Window and Home Solutions, your choice for quality, affordable windows, installed by our experienced team. Contact us or stop into our showroom today for your free estimate.
It's Truck Month with the Ford Crew.
Truck Month only happens once a year.
So it's gotta be big.
Like available Pro Power on board big.
Protect it with the Ford Security Package big.
Biggest deals of the year, big.
There's only one Ford Truck Month.
Deal's so good, we need a bigger door, big.
Oh, yeah.
And now get 0% APR for 60 months with 0 down and 0 payments for up to 90 days. Plus $1,000 Truck Month cash on select Ford vehicles.
No cash, no problem. Head to Wesco on Sparta and get up to 48 months to pay interest-free on all the hot new furniture you want. Looking to level up your space? We've got you covered with recliners, sofas, bedroom sets, and dining furniture. All available with 0 interest for up to 48 months. Don't wait. Upgrade your home today and swing by Wesco in Sparta. Your home, your style, your savings, your Wesco. Tell them Peyton sent you.
Put your moderate to severe ulcerative colitis or Crohn's disease in check with Rinvoq, a once daily pill, and it works differently.
I got rapid relief at 2 weeks with Rinvoq. Check.
It helped visibly repair my intestinal lining. Check.
And I got lasting steroid-free remission. Check.
Rinvoq can lower ability to fight infections. Before treatment, test for TB and do blood work. Serious infections, blood clots, some fatal. Cancers including lymphoma and skin. Serious allergic reactions, GI tears, death, heart attack, and stroke occurred. CV event risk increases in age 50 plus with a heart disease risk factor. Tell your doctor if you've had these events, infection, Hep B or C, smoked, are pregnant, or planning. Don't take if allergic or have an infection.
Put UC and Crohn's in check and keep them there with Rinvoq.
Ask your gastroenterologist about Rinvoq.
At Taco John's, we're serving a higher standard of flavor with seasoned meats, freshly fried shells, and always hot potato olays. That's what we call West Mix. Stuffed grilled tacos are now cheesier and crunchier. Try 2 new flavors for a limited time at Taco John's.
Get the day's news in your inbox. Email newsletters from News 8 Now. Sign up today. Go to news8000.com/newsletters to get started.
Expect more from News 8 Now. Thanks for watching.
Well, in Tokyo, fans are celebrating Pokemon turning 30.
That's right. Kids of all ages revealed why they love the franchise so much, plus their favorite character. Die-hard fans can check out a special auction on eBay, and fans can browse and bid on Pokemon collectibles.
It's hard not to think of Pikachu as like the
ultimate,
de facto
yeah.
ultimate Pokemon.
Oh yeah, for sure. And it's just wild that it's still like a thing.
Yeah, tons
right?
of cultural relevance. Yeah, just how it's evolved with expanding digital media as well. It's in everything.
Exactly. Yeah, you got to hold on to those cards because they might be worth something one day, you know, and all the memorabilia.
Oh, yeah.
All right, Greg has a final look at your forecast right after this.
From clogged drains to new faucet installations, we've got you covered. Since 1994, we've served homeowners across the area to make sure their plumbing is done right. So call us today and see what done right looks like for your home's plumbing.
Discover a level of comfort you never thought possible. Discover stressless seating at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota. Designed to harmonize with your body's natural movements, it's the premier destination for relaxation and rejuvenation. And right now, you can take an additional 10% off the complete line of stressless living room furniture. The savings won't last, so don't delay. Don't wait, it's time for Stressless. On sale now at Drury's in Fountain, Minnesota.
Together, we're stronger.
Western works side by side with local employers to provide career-ready skills.
Together, we make a difference.
Western's 90-plus programs go hand in hand with today's job market.
Together, we're vital for our communities.
Our region's exceptional industries rely on Western grads. We're all in this together.
Together,
we are Western.
Even on an antidepressant, there are days I feel stuck in my head. Depression symptoms like lack of interest and negative thoughts can hold me back. I wanted to break through. I asked about Vraylar. Adding Vraylar to an antidepressant significantly reduces overall depression symptoms better than an antidepressant alone.
Not for elderly with dementia-related psychosis due to increased risk of death or stroke. Report changes in behavior or suicidal thoughts to your doctor. Antidepressants may increase these in those under 25. Report fever, stiff muscles, or confusion, which may be life-threatening, or uncontrolled muscle movements, which may not go away. High blood sugar may lead to coma or death. Weight gain and high cholesterol may occur. Difficulty moving, uncontrolled movements, tremors, feeling like you need to move, nausea, constipation, insomnia, dizziness, increased appetite, and fatigue are common. Side effects may not appear for weeks.
Vraylar, breaking through to relief. Ask about Vraylar.
Get the bathroom you deserve at a price you can afford. Maxwell White Plumbing provides free estimates, quality materials, and expert installation. And for a limited time, offering financing with 0% interest for 48 months. So call today.
Well, much milder overnight. We'll be in the 20s, and places that were in the single-digit teens will be in the 20s, which will be nice. And then tomorrow, the wind in the afternoon may not make it feel as nice with that 50, but a lot of areas will see 50s before we have snow coming back in for some areas for Saturday. It's a cold weekend, but there's some hope on the horizon for next week.
We love hope. Keep hope alive, right?
Amen.
All right, that does it for us at 5.
We'll see you back at 6.